Hey everyone, it's DKGM. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be taking a look at a fan game of Super Smash Bros. 2. Now, you don't see these all too often because they're either usually not a huge thing and it's just like one character that's newly added and it's just like, oh wow, that's cool to see, but there's not much usually to that. But this one is very different because it is a full fan game of SF2, which is already a fan game in itself, so it's weird because it's a fan game of a fan game, and it's called Super Smash Bros. 2 Sandbox. And I have to say, this is a great mod, and I definitely recommend you should check it out. And without further ado, let's just get started. But first, let's listen to the music real quick. That's right, the music that's playing right now is actually more ordained from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and the way I set this up is because there's a little thing at the bottom called the Sandbox, like it's a little sandbox button, because you see the menu here, but there's also an extra button called Sandbox. Right here, you'll be able to see that there's a ton of songs to play as your main menu theme. Now, we got stuff from SF2, of course, but there's also stuff from the main Smash Bros. Games, like Brawl, Wii U, Ultimate, even Smash Bros. Legacy. And there's also Rivals of Ether, Move or Die, I don't know what this is. I guess this game, I've never heard of it. There's Phoenix Wright, Faint, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we're gonna get there in a second, Overclocked, and Faint again. So yeah, I'm switching back to more arcane, but still, it's a really cool thing, and it's probably one of the best additions, and it's also really weird that they added Xenoblade of all songs anyway, but hey, this is one of the best songs in the game anyway. There's also two extra options down here. There's one that is still unavailable because it is currently not out yet, but if we click on menu, you can choose between different menu options. Now currently there's only two available, but I prefer using the standard one, and there's also one that's based on Super Smash Bros. Legacy, which is, it was basically built off of Project M, which currently does not, they don't have it, like they don't, what am I looking for? They don't make any new updates for the game, unfortunately, but we have P+, so that's good. But regardless, we can take a look at this menu real quick, and then there's also some gameplay options. You can show up the FPS in the battles. Mine probably won't be at a constant 30 FPS because I have a garbage computer, and also trying to record at the same time is a bit wacky, so you can also show the hitboxes. Qualifying matches, I don't understand what that means. I think it just means that you can use the brand new character online, but I'm not too sure. I'd have to see. And there's also 8 players in training mode. I mentioned this in a video a little bit ago where I said it's definitely possible for 6-player Smash, like in Crusade, because it's in the base game of SF2 in the silhouette mode. But 8-player Smash is something that is totally out of the picture and something that definitely won't happen for a while, because even with my computer, it is garbage, but still, it still doesn't even run at a constant frame rate with all the 8 players. So for now, I'm going to turn it off, but I will go into training mode in a little bit. That's all I have for this sandbox menu. So we can take a look at this cool menu right here. These 3 modes, nothing's new, don't worry. Solo mode, a lot of the menu design is changed a bit, so that's really cool. And then here, online is locked in with versus mode for some reason. You know, you got the same stuff. And I think the CSS is pretty cool, but the one that's the default for the menu, I think it's way better. And you can see that there's a new character, Jotaro, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never watched the show, but, I mean, if we were to get another anime rep, it'd probably be him, or probably just like another character from Dragon Ball or something. But McLeod Gaming has said that they're not planning on adding any more anime characters for the foreseeable future, which is a good thing. But still, it's really cool to see Jotaro here anyway. He's really fun to play, but before we do that, I'm going to switch back to the default menu because I personally prefer it more. And it'll be definitely interesting to see what the new ones are going to be. Of course, there's also the news feed like there is in base SF2. Patch 1, now safe online. That's all there is right now, but, you know, there's going to be more in the future. Online is by its own, which I prefer. And I just like the style more. This is unchanged from SF2, unfortunately, but it'll probably be changed in the future. But this just looks so much better. I mean, come on. It's more based on the default roster from SF2, more so than the Hexagon one, because that one is based on Legacy, but still, I prefer this one more. And besides, adding Jotaro makes it a perfect grid, because before we actually are missing a spot on the roster. Regardless though, this is still a very good roster, of course, and adding Jotaro just makes it a bit better. He's very fun, and I will be showing him off in a second, but, of course they're going to be adding new updates soon, and you should definitely check out the creator's channel. It'll be in the end cards, and probably in the description as well. And, this will probably be my main way I play SF2 now. Of course, there will be the updates for SF2 that come out, and obviously this won't get it as soon as the official ones come out. And besides, I will mention that the next SF2 update comes out July 24th, and July 23rd for the MG Insiders. So I'll definitely make a video on that. And of course, I'll be covering the information on new updates for this as well, because it's very cool. But there's another thing that is brand new. Well, a couple more things actually. Let's take a look at those. In training mode, normally you'll be able to have like an extra one of these things. I don't really know what you'd call them, and that's how you'd select like player 5 in training mode. But I don't think you can do 6, 7, or 8. They might just be off screen somewhere. Regardless, it doesn't really matter that much because I don't think it's going to be very necessary. But there are brand new alternate costumes for a lot of characters. I'll be going over these in another video, like a no commentary in another video. But I'll give you guys a bit of a sneak peek for some new ones. They're all at the end, so Mario has got this one. It's like Ice Mario from Super Mario Galaxy. The Shadow Mario, or whatever it's called like that, it's from like Super Mario 3D Land and Galaxy as well. You got Metal Mario, and like a Shadow Mario, I guess. That's all for the new ones. Kirby's got some. He's got a Game Boy one. That, I don't get the reference. Another negative one. Green. Pitch black one. A purple one, which looks really cool. I think it's like based on one of like the dark Kirby's or something, whatever you call it. And I think that's all there is. I don't know the exact costumes, like what they are in SF2, so I don't know if they're like completely new or not. But for most characters I can tell. One of them, another one being Naruto. Basically all of them are new or changed in some way, including the one I use for my main. Normally it's like a mixture of pink and red, but now this is probably based on some character. I don't watch any of the anime characters that are in this game, but still they have some very cool alternate costumes. And like I said, I will be making a video on this well, not in a second, but in a little bit. But while we click on this, it's just the same stages until we click on this thing, and there are new stages. We have Final Destination from Melee, Battlefield from Melee, and the Box Challenge. Now you may be thinking that this looks like it was made in Brawl Stage Builder, and I could definitely make that in Brawl Stage Builder too, and you know every 8-year-old has made that before. And also the music, Marnie from Pokemon Sword and Shield, great song by the way. So yeah, it is still really cool to have Pokemon Sword and Shield music in this game. It feels very out of place as well, might I add, but it is still very cool to see this. There isn't much more I need to test out here anyway, so there's, that's basically it. I'll take a look at Jotaro in a quick second, but I will be making a classic mode video, like a dedicated classic mode video to Jotaro, like I do with every other character when like new updates come out, where it's also no commentary. So there's that, and on Thursday we'll be taking a look at how good is Jotaro in Super Smash Bros. 2. So that's going to be very exciting, and that's why this is where a normal How Good Is video is coming out today. So just don't worry, we'll still get another How Good Is video, and then next week we'll go back to the normal schedule, and of course take a look at the new update when that comes out. Of course, another option was to press F2, and you can see the hitboxes, which looks really strange to see SF2 hitboxes, but you know, it's still very cool to see it. And wow, that was a very small hitbox, that's really bad. And obviously, since this is a sprite-based game, they're all in squares and not like circles. But it's still really cool. I think you can also see invincibility frames as well. No, actually. So all you can see is hurt boxes and hit boxes. I wonder what that green is though. Not too sure about that, but you know, it's still cool, and it's really cool to have this stage. There's no reason this exists other than just to be like at 1,000,000% and just beat the living crap out of characters, and that's about it. It's just like a fun challenge you play once with your friends and then never again. I would also like to say that this is a very cool update, and I would definitely like to be a part of, like, you know how there's like the people who test build the base SF2. Hey guys, hit me up. I'm here. I feel like there was something else I was gonna talk about, but I am not too sure. I think that's all, but of course, this will be getting more updates in the future, and definitely be sure to check out the creator's channel, because that basically just post all the updates that have come out. So it's not a whole ton of stuff, but you might get some enjoyment out of the things you will see, and maybe it'll make you interested in trying out this mod. You don't need to do any weird modding things. It's basically just installing a thing called like Adobe Air, I think. It just allows something. I don't know. You probably don't need it, but I did it anyway. And then you just download the game. So it's not even built off of SF2 where you have to like install things onto SF2. It's literally just its own thing, which is really cool. So I think that's all I have for this video. So I know it was a bit short, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. So be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and subscribe to the creator of this. And that's all I got for you guys. So I'll see you guys in another video.